in the production facility for Coastal Windows out in Waipahu, and you have been running this business for about 24 years now. It's interesting how it all got started. Your parents would vacation here, and it was their frustration with what was happening with the windows in Hawaii that led to this.
Yeah, exactly right. We didn't just land here and let's make a window because it's a perfect environment for a vinyl window. We've got a lot of experience as a company from the vinyl window design. That's kind of where we draw from. I've been doing this since I was a teenager.
What was your business comprised of when you first started, and how big are you now?
We started with one product, like a sliding window, a fixed window, and a sliding door. And then slowly we started developing additional product, and now we've got a full line of everything from sliders to doors and stacking doors and bifolding doors, awnings. Last year we were qualified and certified for impact rated products.
So if there's a hurricane, stand behind your Coastal window in your house.
Pretty much, yeah. We even have new glass options for us, spectrally selected glazing options that is relatively clear, but it will block out most of the heat. So I set it at 400 BTUs. So I can block the heat source with clear glass, and you'll notice it comes down. This is in most people's windows now. Jalousies, it's mostly clear. Here's a tinted glass. So from 400 BTUs, we come down even a little bit further. And this is the low-E insulated cardinal. Dual glazing, stainless steel spacer, silicone seal, argon gas filled, and 70% visible light transmittance. What number would you expect this clear glass to lower the BTUs to? What is your wow number?
Wow.
You see, everybody says wow. So we go from 400 BTUs to 5.
This facility is a big part of what makes you different from any other options in Hawaii.
Very much so. When you look around and see the products and window frames and sashes laying around, those are things that we've designed. So it's not like we buy somebody else's product and then put it together for you, or buy somebody else's assembled product and just drop it off at your doorstep. What makes us different is we'll design it, we'll manufacture it. We're a BC licensed contractor, so most of the times we install it, and it makes us really good at servicing it down the road too.
What are some of the elements that you have to design around when you're thinking of making windows for Hawaii?
Good question. Corrosion is a really big factor here. We also are concerned with termites. You can buy a pretty expensive wood window that they really can't treat for termites, right? And corrosion, when you have two pieces of dissimilar metal touch each other, then they're going to corrode. It's electrolytic action, especially in this environment.
When you talk about combating things like corrosion, how do you build a window that offsets that?
Our sliding window is a really good example of that. That was our first product. So both panels will slide, and there's a really good technical reason that would take me a while to go into, right? But this is more about drainage and the way the other windows are built and how ours is not built that makes that different. There's no rolling system on our sliding windows. They slide on Teflon pads on a raised rail so they can take a higher wind load. There's really no metal working parts on the slider.
I mean, your concern for quality is really to be applauded, because it would be much easier just to make something a little not as good for a cheaper price, and most of us as general consumers wouldn't know the difference.
That's true, and that's why we can't build something that's a low quality, inexpensive, cheap product. We can't, and not stay in business for 24 years, because then we just have to manufacture excuses, right? You bought something cheap, that's what you paid for, that's what you got. We knew we didn't want to hide from our clients when we saw them out in the public, so we had to build something quality, and that theme continues throughout the rest.
Do you think being a good businessman in Hawaii also means being a good neighbor and good community member?
Absolutely. I get involved in a lot of places where I think I can help, not because I have an agenda. We just spent last weekend on the curb holding fish nets for Hawaii Food Bank. We've done Make a Difference Day. I knew we were going to succeed. Our windows are perfect for this environment. So all you have to do really is back it up with, an honest sales spiel, quality product, quality service, and then surround it with people that care about what they do and who they do it for, and everything else falls into place. One of the biggest things that we concern ourselves with and our clients is education. We love to educate the consumer, and we try and bring every person that enters the showroom out into the shop so they can at least see how windows are put together. If they decide they want to buy something else, then more power to them. At least we gave them some education.
If you were going to talk to somebody who's considering a bunch of different options for putting new windows in their home, what would you tell them is the difference between you and maybe another company that they can go with?
Wow, boy, how long do we have? There's so many things. I could put 2 frame pieces in your hand and tell you to pinch them and squeeze them and do whatever you want. You could tell from those small cutaway sections which window would be built better than the other. Because one you could crush and one you can't budge. But on the surface, on the face of it, you really can't tell one from the other. So those clients that are willing to dig deep a little bit and find out and do a little research, those are our clients. Those clients that just want to fill a hole up and they really don't care, then a lot of times you don't fit the bill because we're a higher end product, right?
So as far as your business, you do the whole range, commercial, residential, pretty much any project.
Yes, exactly right. One of the things that we're really good at is condos. We've done a couple hotels, but condominiums and those places with associations and boards, we are experts at that.
And yet I like the idea that you also get a lot of joy just out of going to someone's home and taking out an old window and replacing their existing windows with new windows.
Right. You know, a lot of times a customer will have a beautiful home, a brand new roof, new paint and alarm system, and then there's old jalousies that are just falling apart. So I don't know if they don't know who to call, they don't know that it's possible to just take the window out and replace it. But yeah, those are the others that we're really happy to help because we can give them something that they don't have to worry about, right? We can really take it to the next level. And I don't know why, but for some reasons people don't think about it, but what other part of your house affects the outside and the inside at the same time, right? What do you want? Where are you trying to get to? Is it ventilation? Is it security? Is it heat rejection? Is it appearance? So what is it? And we'll help you get there.
So it took a little arm twisting at first for your dad to convince you to come out and help start a business in Hawaii. And now you've been here more than 2 decades. What keeps you staying here?
You know, we will never go anywhere. Yeah, we just love it. We love the people. We love the island. We just love it. It's a great way of life. All of our kids are raised here, born and raised here. It's our home. Yeah. So, and that's kind of where we come from when it comes to our products. I know it sounds kind of corny, but we know that when our sons take over or whoever, when we're gone, our windows will still be out there performing. You know, so it's a lifetime thing for us. Yeah, we're just very conscientious of where we live, and we love it here.
When you drive around town now, are you like, oh, yeah, those are our windows, so we did that
Oh, all
window.
the time. It drives my wife nuts. Yeah.
And in fact, your wife still works here with you. How's that been, that dynamic?
Everybody I talk to says, oh, I could never do that. Oh, we would kill each other. It's being married, right? But we've got a business to take care of. We've got clients to take care of. We've got 52 other people to take care of. So, you know, you let that stuff go and you just carry on. I mean, we're normal married folks, right? You know, there's things we disagree on. There's things we agree on. You know, I'm usually wrong. We've been married for 69 years.
Wow, she looks great.
I know. It's 23, but we multiply it by 3 because we got to work together.
Are you still having fun doing what you do?
I love it. Yeah, I really love helping people. And the people that we work with, it's great. It's like a big family, yeah. I love it. This particular homeowner's residence is right on the freeway. So we installed a dual glazing unit to help with the sound control. You can see the difference it makes when the door is closed.